Yeah, girl.
you you play your game and do anything. If they have any questions for you, I'll let you know. Sound good?
No, I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mwah.
Service live Q&A.
Give everybody a minute to hop
Oh,
on.
y'all just got the notification because I did.
So you're
Bam, there's
getting
somebody.
some notifications.
Bam, there's some
Hi
more people.
Harbor Dog. Hi Addison. Hi New Phone.
New phone.
That's her name, New Phone.
That's what's up. I need a new phone.
Don't we all?
That's like cracking junk.
Hi James. Hi Harper Dog. Cinnamon. Hey Allison. Hey Blue Shady. Hello Animates. Hey. Hey Hannah. Hey Harper Dog. Hey Lauren. Taylor. Christina. James. Cold Busta. Christian. Faith. Okay, so I'm seeing some questions. How was my day today? Well, this one took me out for dinner. So that was fun. We did a live earlier with Liam, setting up like all of his new toys that he got from you guys. And that was fun. And yeah, that's just kind of been our day, but it's been a good day. Third day of school. How's that? Hi, how are you
So
guys?
sleepy right now.
You're sleepy?
Y'all forgive me, I'm so sleepy. It's been a long day.
He works a lot.
Plum life.
We're great though. He's just tired. Aw, we love you too. Thank you. Hey, Faith. Lilium, in the U.S., ADA federal law does not cover cats as service animals. So for you to have a service animal, they only cover dogs and miniature ponies, which are usually used as guide companions for the blind, and in other cases for extremely heavy mobility. So cats cannot be service animals in the United States. Yes, we're doing good. We are both doing good. What did you eat?
Me?
What did we eat?
Well, tell them what you ate.
We went to Logan's. That might sum it up.
We had steaks.
We had steaks. I had a loaded baked potato and I had sweet fries because, like I'm pregnant and I'm going all out.
I told her to shut up about the prices and just get what you wanted. Like,
And so I did.
we both had 16-ounce sirloins and mashed potatoes and corn. That's what I had.
Yeah.
And their yeast rolls are on point.
Yes, they are. We
Oh,
brought
love
some
them.
home. Yes, Maya has done some PA in non-pet friendly places. It
I like
is
dogs more.
it is definitely short trips. I'm not overwhelming her, but still getting that exposure young and letting her learn for Max. And so she has started some PA, and it's not all the time. Like when we went out tonight, Max was with me, Maya stayed home. So there's certain times where I will bring her and certain times where I won't because one, I don't want to overdo it with her and I want her to both take it really steady and easy, but she has started some of her PA. Taylor, do y'all like dogs or cats more? I'm at the point where I just like dogs more. Hi Roxy Wood. What time is it where you guys are? It is 9:23 p.m.
I have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yes, we do. I know, we're so close to 200,000 subscribers. It's insane. How long have we been together?
I'm gonna let you answer that.
It's been okay, so we've been like really good friends, like best friends for over 10 years. But we have been together for going on 3 years. And then we've been married for almost a year. Yeah, almost a year. And so we kind of grew up together, and he was one of my childhood best friends. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question because for me, like, we always were kind of, we had our moments when we were younger, and so there was a lot of that, and then we just never, like, we didn't want to ruin the friendship, but then, like, we had our moments, and we were always drawn to each other, so I'm happy it ended up working out.
Yeah.
So, I'm very, very happy. We're doing good. How far along am I? I am 22 weeks. We live in Alabama.
Dulce.
I'm doing good. Yes, I am. I'm pregnant. We are having a little boy. And this one could not be more ecstatic about having a little boy. Keeps calling him like his little prodigy, and
It's my legacy.
he's so excited about him. And yes, I am 22 weeks, and I apparently, according to my app, I've officially entered month 6 of pregnancy. Awesome, Samantha, welcome to the channel. Glad you could join us. What am I going to do when I hit 200K? Well, we're going to celebrate. We're celebrating, and all of you are invited, so that's going to be really fun.
And there's also going to be a giveaway.
Allison, yes, that would be amazing.
Nobody heard that?
Yes, we do have a giveaway coming up in general. I've already mentioned my giveaway.
Not for your 200K.
Okay, no, that we haven't discussed yet. But yes, there will be something going on with that. But I have another giveaway coming up too. So, Allison, what do you think about me painting a canvas of outer space for baby A with all space-themed things? I'll also look at the registry too and try and get some stuff for both boys as well. Allison, that I would love to have some kind of painting like that for, I almost said his name, for baby A's room.
Oh my goodness.
And that would be so sweet. Absolutely. I would absolutely love that. That would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. I am still in my 2nd trimester. Can you see the dogs? Where are the dogs? Maya, Max. All right, hang on. Max, can you say hi? Maya, can you say hi? What? Sit. Good girl. Max, stop chewing yourself. Max, down. Good boy. Oh, yeah, get him. Get him, Maya. Get him. Get him. Get him, Maya. Get him, Maya. Okay. Good jobs. Good jobs. Good jobs. There's the dogs. They are literally have been over there playing with their toys and all of that. So, next question. Okay, so ADA federal law, and just look up the laws yourself. So someone asked, what is the best way to deal with someone who wants to be shown certification for a service dog? I have a service dog in training. I'm trying to find a place to live, and this lady is refusing. Let her know it violates ADA federal laws, and she has to make that accommodation for disability access. She would not ask certification for a wheelchair. So what I suggest is go to ada.gov and type in service animals, and it will show you all of the federal laws about service animals. Legally, they're not allowed to ask for certification. They are not allowed to ask for things like that. Now, when I was doing housing, well, it's different with housing. When I was doing housing, I had my doctor's note stating that I did require a service animal for my disability that I did give them. I'm just trying to make the process easier. So maybe if you have a doctor that you see on a regular basis, maybe have them write you a letter just saying that you do have a disability that requires a service animal. Point blank, give it to her, and she cannot ask about your disabilities. She cannot try to get medical information from your doctor. It can be very, very blunt and simple, but they cannot ask for certification legally. They cannot. But if you want to make it a little easier, if you have a doctor and you can get your doctor to give you that note just stating that you enter your name and state that so and so requires a service animal for medical or psychiatric, whatever disability. They can keep it very, very vague, and of course, they would have their signature at the bottom and all that. You can bring that in. You can hand it in. Now, here's the issue I had. The apartments we were living at wanted to then try to message my doctor and find out more information about my disabilities, which is illegal. They cannot contact your doctor. They cannot try to find anything else. That note is all you need as far as housing if you don't want to, like if you're having a really hard time. If you can get that note from your doctor just stating that you do require this animal, after that, she can't say anything. But there is no certification, and so explain the laws, show her the laws, and then if you can, honestly, it would be easiest to get the doctor's note. That's what I did when I was in that situation, just because I was having issues with it myself, and I realized it was a lot easier just to get that doctor's note and have it stating that I did meet the service animal and that I did meet the criteria of a disabled person. If you want, you can message me on Instagram, and I will send you the letter that I received from my doctor, and then maybe that will help your doctor have an easier time typing something up. All your home states were in Alabama. That's awesome. Max is I feel like Max is older than I thought he was when I adopted him. So I'm at the point where I'm thinking Max is 6 or 7 years old, just because he's starting to act a lot older than he really is. And they said he was 1 when I adopted him, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe he wasn't 2 or 3. And so he did really good with his training and all that, but he's really starting to slow down. He's starting to gray. He's starting to just, there's things that make me feel like he was older than I was told about him. So I'm at the point where I feel like Max might be going on 6, 7 years old. So he's starting to get up there. If I'm pregnant and I have medical episodes, does it affect the baby? So yes and no. If my blood pressure is too low, obviously it affects how much blood and oxygen is getting to my brain. And it also affects how much blood and oxygen is getting to the baby. So it's a yes and no there. There's not much known about dysautonomia with pregnancy, and so we're having to take it really careful. But the low blood pressure is a worry because of the fact that I struggle to get enough oxygen in my brain when my blood pressure is low, and that part does affect the baby. And so that's why we are keeping me on fluid 6 days a week, and why we have finally put me back on the blood pressure medication, because we are trying to manage that and try to just make it to the end of the pregnancy without being hospitalized, I guess, at this point. Mary, I'm so glad you like the baby stuff. How do you think Max and Maya will react to the baby? Max isn't going to care at all. He's going to want to sniff the baby. Max is going to be irrelevant. He's not really going to care. Maya will be 8.5 months old by that point. And so I think the only thing with Maya is we're just gonna have to do a lot of training with her, trying to make sure she's not like too much in the baby. Maya loves kids, like she really does, and Max does too. But I feel like as far as the baby goes, I think Max is gonna like hang near him. I'm not worried about Max with him. I'm more worried about Maya like getting excited and trying to play with him. And so that's of course something that training that can fix that very easily. Maya is growing fast. Oh, my husband just sent me $10 because he's my #1 fan. How sweet! Thanks for the super chat, babe.
No, it was like 5-10 minutes ago.
Give me a kiss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was wondering when you were gonna see it.
He
I was
spoils me.
anticipating it.
Oh, he spoils me. That is so
#1
sweet.
fan. I saw the #1 fan, and I was just like, bam.
Yes. Awesome, Allison. That sounds great. Yes.
You have a lot to read, by the way.
I know.
Since that.
Who are you? My name is Dominique. This is my husband, Austin. I am the one who runs the channel. I'm the one who has all the medical problems and disabilities and the service dogs. And welcome to my channel. Hey, Tia. How are you doing?
Yeah, I noticed Tia was on there.
How did y'all meet? You want to tell this one? Tell him. Do you not remember? Ooh.
Yeah, I remember. I just want you to tell me.
No, come on. You gotta
I'll
tell.
tell you, baby. I'm doing something.
Oh my gosh. He's playing
Story
his game.
time.
Okay, so we met when we were really, 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 really young kids.
You do remember, okay.
So it was like
Uh,
15 years? 16
yeah,
years
something
ago.
like that.
So we were like, I think I was in like 2nd grade, and he used to live across the road. And we used to play at our friend's house.
And I rode my bicycle across a main road.
And
And I got in a lot of trouble for it afterwards.
But he was always the boy in the pool. And I had thought about like the boy in the pool ever since like for forever. And it wasn't until we got back together, well, not back together, but once we actually got together, we got to talking about it. And then it clicked. It's like, wait, you are the boy in the pool. Because we had the same friends. And I had always wondered who the boy in the pool was because I always thought he was like really cute. And so we weren't really like close friends then, but that's when we first met. But then a little over 10 years ago, we actually became friends. And so we hung out with the same group of people. We used to skateboard together back before like my medical problems started getting really bad. And then, he ribsticked, I skateboarded.
I
And
was sponsored by a wakeboard company.
okay, yeah. But
Yeah,
we've just been
California.
we've been really good friends for over 10 years. And so I'm happy we finally made it to where we are because we had our moments when we were kids but we were always
Our moments as adults.
and as adults, and it was just one of those things where I think we were both just too scared to jump into it, and then we finally had an opportunity, and he came over
I took it.
and basically never left. Which that was my fault, totally my fault.
It was.
It was, and I started noticing like his toothbrush being left on the counter.
I didn't mean to.
And then his hairspray on the counter, and I tried to give him a key. He wouldn't take the key, so I gave him the garage door opener because I left the garage door unlocked, so it was technically a key. That's how I got around that one. And
That or she just left it in my car. I wanted to.
no, I handed you that, and you said, "Okay, I'll take it."
Okay.
Yeah, and so I gave him a key without him realizing it, and then a few weeks later, he actually took the actual key. And basically, he came over and never left. So.
And like a week or two later, I looked over at her in bed and I was like, "Do you want me to just stay?" And you were like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then that's where it went.
Well, and it's a lot different because, like, for a lot of people, like, new relationships, it would have been something like, way too fast. But I've known this guy for over 10 years, so it
It
wasn't.
wasn't like moving fast or nothing. Like we were just so comfortable with each other.
We were, and he was so good with Liam, and he was someone I really, really knew because we were really good friends before all this, and so it worked out. And now here we are, married, expecting our first baby together, but baby number two, and yeah, I saw that face.
Yeah, I know you're watching the screen.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, her. Like, what's up with my hair
Yeah.
tonight?
All right.
All right, you got a lot to read.
Okay, so is your question what are my disabilities that I need a service animal? I have dysautonomia, which is autonomic nervous system dysfunction. And so basically, my brain doesn't send the right signals to my body, and my blood pressure bottoms out, my heart rate, I become tachycardic, so my heart might go up to like 180. The other day, I had to call paramedics out here because I was so tachycardic. I was sitting here and my heart was 138.
Watch the last few videos. You'll see where it happened in our van.
Yeah, and I ended up having a really bad episode where I ended up passing out in the van. If y'all go back through the videos and watch. And so it's called dysautonomia. I also have PTSD, and Max is trained to do medical alerts for the dysautonomia and response. And he is also trained to do the PTSD response for me for my anxiety attacks and stuff like that. We have started Lucifer season 5.
On episode 1.
Yeah, well, we're about to be on episode 2.
Kind of had to pause in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as he came back into like the real world, we were both like, "Oh, it's spicing
I
up."
know.
But we
Okay.
missed Shadowhunters so much.
We are grieving Shadowhunters.
We're grieving Shadowhunters.
So Christina says, "What's the best place to get a service dog? I'm in Florida and I can't find a good place to get a service dog for my PTSD." I did not go through a program, so my service animals are owner trained. So Max was owner trained by me. He still has to meet all of the federal guidelines for service animals, so he still has to be up to par with the dogs coming out of programs and, meet those ADA laws. And so I don't know much about going through programs, but honestly, I suggest just looking up programs near you or service dog programs in general. You may have to do a little bit of a drive to find a decent program, but just try to do your research on that and figure out maybe somewhere that you can go to help a little bit more. What's the best part about being pregnant? The best part, feeling him kick.
Yeah.
That's probably the best part. Like, my stomach, I'm 22 weeks and my stomach's like already like moving, and like you can just watch my stomach and it'll be like moving around, and like it's great. It really is.
Contagious.
Can dealing with chronic migraines be a good reason to get a service dog? I've heard of service dogs being able to maybe alert to oncoming migraines, but essentially a service animal is your last resort. So if you can't have medications to keep it under control and you need more than that, that is where you would get your service animal. But it's really one of those things you have to speak to a medical professional about and see if they think that it is bad enough. I really can't say. I don't think migraines alone are enough to have a service animal. I feel like, because legally to have a service animal, you have to be legally disabled. And so people have migraines and it's not necessarily a disability, it's just, migraines. And then there's other people that have migraines where it's completely debilitating and things like that. So it's definitely something that you would have to talk to your medical professional about and ask their opinion. And of course, it's a last resort, like if medications aren't working. But then you would have to go through a program, because trying to train a dog to alert to migraines, that's a whole different story. And it's not always easy, so you would definitely have to go through a program for that, because they're going to have a wide variety of dogs and they'll be able to pair you best with what might work. But it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. I don't feel like migraines alone is enough for a service animal. Like it has to be, you legally have to have a legal, like be legally disabled with disabilities to have a service animal. And some migraines are, bothersome, and then migraines are debilitating. And so if your migraine is at the point where it's debilitating and you can't function and you all of this other stuff, at that point, like if you were able to get on disability for it because you couldn't work and stuff like that, I could see how maybe a service animal could assist with that, but they're not going to be able to prevent the migraines. And so that's kind of where it's a really tricky thing. That's something really, really tricky. So really just talk to your medical professional. Maybe start reaching out to some service dog programs and asking their opinions. That's the best advice I can give. Yes, Max will be retired once Maya is fully trained. The baby is not moving right now, but I have been feeling him move for a few weeks. Oh, hey, Karate Kid.
We just started watching.
Well, I started watching.
I started watching when I found out you started watching.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
Yes, we are. Given your frequent fainting, are you worried you might faint and drop the baby? Not really, because I went through this before with Liam. And so all of that got worse when I was pregnant with Liam, but I never fainted and passed out with Liam in my hands. So I can usually feel them coming on. And then again, I have Max. Now, while I'm pregnant, it's a different story, because at this point, they're coming on so fast, I don't necessarily feel them. But once I'm not pregnant anymore, that's going to really start to subside. But it was never anything that I had happen with Liam. And so I'm not really worried about it happening now, especially once I'm not pregnant anymore with all these hormones and things ease up. And I have Max, so I feel like it's going to be okay. Because I made it through with Liam and I never passed out holding Liam or anything like that.
And we got to get her some compression socks.
Yes, we do.
Because you've had too much happening too suddenly.
Yeah, here lately, like it's been pretty rough here lately. And that's how it was when I was pregnant with Liam. Like my symptoms, I got very much more symptomatic from the dysautonomia, because pregnancy directly triggers the dysautonomia. And so it was hard with Liam. But I didn't actually have a diagnosis yet. So this time around, I have my diagnosis. I have all of these preventatives that we can take to try to keep me okay while I am pregnant. And I didn't have that luxury with Liam. I am 23, but I will be 24 in 28 days?
Something like that.
September 30th. The wrench on the names are my moderators. Yes, I still faint. I actually had a pretty bad episode. If you go back to my latest videos, I think, was it my last video that I actually posted? Anyway, go back
the past like 2 or 3 videos, you'll see it.
Yeah, if you go to like my channel page and hit videos, the video tabs, and go through, you'll see where I think it was
It's got red letters on the thumbnail.
Well, I mean, they all do. What is the title of that video? Anyway, it's something about severe medical episode recovery. And so I'd had a really bad syncope, so fainting, and
While I was driving.
yeah, while he was driving. And
It scared me.
yeah, apparently he said I like slumped over sideways.
I had to like run to the gas station and drop, grab 2 BioLites to try to get something in her system really quick to.
Sodium. The BioLites are full of sodium, and so that sodium can help raise my blood pressure.
Sodium and chloride.
And so it was pretty rough because I don't think I've ever been out that hard. Like, I was basically a rag doll, wasn't I?
Yeah, it scared me.
Like, he said that he was like trying to hold my head up, like, because I had completely slumped over sideways, and he was trying to hold like my head up or like push me back in the seat while driving and trying not to wreck. And then when he parked,
I didn't want you like falling over and like hitting her head on the front of that or in the floor. Like, it just scared me.
I mean, I was in a seatbelt, but I understood where you were coming from, and then like I couldn't come out of it. It was a really really bad episode, but you'll just have to go watch that video. It covers all of that. How did you find out you had feelings for each other?
I guess the night we laid in that pasture and looked up at the stars and knew that it was real.
We were like 15, 16 years old, and it was... I always knew I had feelings for him, and we always had our moments because like we were always with our friends, and we always like would just like share these looks, and we'd always try to like just be close to each other, and we were always scared of like messing up the friendship, but that like magnetic connection was always there.
Like you ever looked at somebody? Which side's your camera on? That side.
Yeah.
You ever just like looked at somebody, and like when they look at you, it's like when their eyes meet, it's like a spark, and there's like, there's something more there. Like it's that feeling.
Like we could be in a room full of people, and then like all of a sudden like our eyes would just meet at the same time, and it was just that energy, and we always knew it was something special.
Yeah, the energy.
And it was just, we were always pulled to each other.
Just synergized.
It was very much like magnets in a way.
It radiated, like it just.
Yeah.
It wasn't coincidence. Mm-mm. It couldn't have been.
But we always knew, and I mean I knew when I was about 16 that I was in love with him, and I don't know about him. He'll have to answer that first.
I was just going through a lot at the time.
Yeah, like we had our moments. Okay, so like, don't have sex, kids, but we had our moment. We had our first moment, and after that, I was just like, I knew I was in love with him. And then we had our few more moments, so like that.
About us. Let's talk about service dogs.
Well, people are asking. This is Ask Us Anything. And so over the years,
what is this curl doing?
We were so scared to like jump in because we didn't want to ruin everything, and he was going through a lot, and there was just a lot going on. But I'm happy that things happened when they did, because he helped me get out of a really bad relationship. He helped me grow into a better person and help me get through a lot of the trauma that I had gone through, and my PTSD was really bad there for the last few years after finally escaping my previous relationship. And he's been my rock. He really has. And he never faltered, from my medical problems to the trauma that I was going through, and the PTSD, and he was always there for me, and it's like he always knew what to do. So I got very lucky. I got very, very lucky. It's definitely meant to be. How did I train my dog? It took about 2 years to get him fully trained, so that is a really long conversation. How do I deal with haters?
She
Basically,
doesn't take the bomb. That's how. And
basically,
lets it blow right back up on them, and they can just enjoy it.
basically the way I see it is haters make me famous because they're going to continue to watch my videos like they do. If y'all watch all of my videos, there's always dislikes. And it's always like the same number of dislikes, especially like my recent videos. And it's these same people that watch my entire videos or, watch through it and then they dislike it. But hey,
Just like this. Give us the bomb, because as soon
I'm
as
just
you
over
do,
here like,
we're not gonna take it, and it's gonna blow up in your
I'm
hands.
just over here. When it comes to haters, I'm like, okay, give me those views.
We enjoy it,
That's
and everything you say on Reddit, like, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
the more publicity they give me, the more money I make.
So
So
enjoy that nuclear right in your face.
when it comes to the haters, I just look at it as, business because they're just contributing.
I don't know how far back you guys have to go, but we actually have a video on our haters, and it's a thumbnail of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep.
So if you want to go back on those videos and find out like what our message was to our haters,
Yeah. Basically,
feel
when it
free.
comes to the haters, you know what? Whatever.
Message to my haters.
You're
something
helping
like
my
that.
channel. You're helping my channel. You're giving me the views. And
We ain't gonna prove anything to y'all,
No.
but you know what?
but I do. I show you guys. Like I've always been very open and honest. Like I'll show you, be like, yeah, these are the medications. This is what I'm doing.
So-
But that's not to prove myself. That's because I'm trying to spread that awareness and that education.
Absolutely, but like it tickles me when these people are just like, "Oh, you're doing this and you're doing that," and I'm just like, "Y'all are just ignorant."
Yeah, a lot of them
and
are
you can
like
keep- you can
they swear I'm faking, and
You-
I'm just like,
you can
you can't fake all of this.
And then I go Prince EA on them and just hold on to your bomb, let it blow up.
Yeah. So basically, the way I see the haters is, give me the views, give me the attention. Like you're just gonna contribute to those monetized playbacks because those ads. Every time they watch an ad, it adds up. So they're just helping me with my payday.
So our haters can keep hating if they like. We don't care.
Nope, I don't care because they're still helping me either
So
way.
thank you to our haters. Keep hating.
Yes, Tia. I love Tia. She's been around for a while, so I trust her. Service animals for ADHD. I don't believe so.
Well, they do have.
How many kids do you want? So we have Liam. Oh, almost said his name again. We have baby A on the way, and
Make
in
a
a
rhyme anytime.
few years, we are hopefully, I hope it ends up like this, we're going to try again for a girl. And we've already talked about this. Don't act like that now.
It'll be another baby A.
It will because her name starts with an A too. We already have her name picked out, so it'll be another baby A. I'm not gonna say it, but in a few years, probably. I'm gonna say what, about 2 years from now, a year and a half, 2 years from now, because we don't want a big age gap because we already have. There's gonna be almost a 5-year age gap between baby A and Liam.
Yeah.
And so with this, sometime after baby A turns 1, we want to start trying to conceive again. That way, hopefully by the time baby A is 2, we'll be expecting, like we'll be close to that due date with the third one. So that way it can just be done and over because I do want a little girl and you kind of want a little girl too, don't lie. But so that's kind of the plan. But it's definitely miserable being pregnant, but I know it's going to be worth it in the end. Oh my God, Shadowhunters, we are grieving right now because there's only the 3 seasons and they don't start anymore. And we are seriously hardcore grieving it because we ended it last night.
I watched City of Bones too, the first movie, and that's what drew me into watching the series, and it's so on point. But after series 1, it like completely goes on something different than the City of Bones, the movie, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is. Hi, guys. OPS Lover. Hi, Savannah. Yeah, and with the haters, whenever anybody's like in the live chat, like if you keep on and keep on and keep on, you just get blocked to where you can't comment anymore. I am feeling a lot better today, Wendy. Thank you. Lotus, there are psychiatric service animals for anxiety and stuff like that. But again, you would need to get with your psychiatrist, try to go through and evaluate how severe it is and what exactly the dog can do for you. So emotional support and just being there for you, that doesn't make it a service animal. And so it has to have a task that it can be trained to do, something that can actually help you. And so I would highly suggest sitting with your psychiatrist, going over it with them. But again, the service animals are always a last resort. You know, you want medications. If medications can help, use the medications. But like in my case, all of my medications still don't help. And so I don't have a choice but to have Max. But and that's hard in its on its own as well. What are y'all getting into? Whatever it is, stop. And so and with anxiety, having a service animal will make it worse. They may be able to help, but it does cause anxiety on its own as well. So you got to keep that in mind and weigh that option. Rosito, thank you so much. Do I plan on breastfeeding? Yes. Can I with my medications? We're still uncertain, but I should be able to continue to get my fluids, hopefully. And then we're just gonna have to figure out what medications I can be on through the with breastfeeding, and as long as it's not something that passes through breast milk significantly, then I should be able to, like, I'm on my fludrocortisone right now for my blood pressure to try to stabilize it because I've been bottoming out so low, which is not good for me or the baby. It's getting to the point that it's very, very dangerous because it's getting to the point where I'm not getting enough blood and oxygen in my brain, and neither is the baby. And so we had to do fludrocortisone to try to fix that. And so that might be something where maybe that's something I can continue to take. If I'm able to take it right now, being pregnant, I should be able to take it when breastfeeding. But again, it's going to be something that we're going to have to discuss with doctors. We will figure something out, though, for sure. But yes, I will be breastfeeding again because I did breastfeed Leon for 2 years. And so we're just going to have to reevaluate medications and try to do what we can. Thank you, Richard. Bye, MJ. Bye, Rosie. Can I do a house tour? Not yet because we are still trying to get this house in order. So when we moved here,
Join us on the next episode of Cribs.
I know. When we first moved here, it was like hoarders. Not gonna lie. And there's so much stuff. We're still working on getting all this stuff out. And so once all of that's done, we do plan on doing kind of a house tour. Bye, Sheefan. Good night. Let's fly away. Good night, Christina. Do the both of y'all finish each other's sentences?
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes. Like, or we'll just look at each other and then we'll like say it at the same time. Or like, he'll go to say something and he'll be like, yeah, yeah, that. And I swear we're like connected, like mentally somehow. I don't know how to explain it. What you doing over there?
Just look at him again.
Come back over here. We don't want to be near me? You gotta come over here
Yeah,
and
she
cuddle
was
me.
like assuming things, yo. Assuming.
I mean, he moved away. Y'all saw that.
Making statements, assuming.
You saw it. He was close to me, and then he moved away.
Hey, if you stick your finger in my nose, I'm gonna stick both my fingers up both yours.
Don't.
Okay, look,
me my
look, you
hand.
got comments. Look, read these comments, y'all.
Okay.
Look, all 28 of you are here for a reason, and
Ava Maya, I was told was a German Shepherd lab mix. We just sent her DNA test off, and we should have those results in about 2 weeks. So we'll be doing a video on what she really is. So we'll find out for sure what
I gotta
Maya
take these
is.
shoes off now.
Yeah, take them off.
And Puma socks, and they're like, give me a break.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Did you tell them that we finally got a Rockaroo?
Yeah, we got the we finally were able to get the 4 moms rockaroo for the baby, so we're super excited about that. Hi Mila. Would you both be werewolves or vampires?
Vampires.
Werewolf.
What? So you wouldn't live eternity with me?
I mean, that part sounds great, but I'm sorry, I would love to change into I've always had a thing for
We would have
werewolves.
so much time. We could visit the Eiffel Tower. We could go to Italy. We could go everywhere.
I don't want to drink blood. I'd rather turn into a really big
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I don't want to drink blood either.
I want to turn into a wolf and like
wolf around.
yeah, wolf around.
Wolf.
I dig werewolves. I have like
Y'all just heard me bark.
people send me werewolf stuff. Send me werewolf books. Like I cannot get out of like those werewolf romance novel
Team
books.
Vampire.
Werewolves.
Actually, Team Warlock.
Yeah, I'd be a freaking warlock
I'd be a
too.
warlock.
I mean, like it has their perks. Like, can I just be a hybrid? Because like the immortality of the vampire sounds fantastic, but like I want to turn into a wolf, man. Anna, so service dog for back problems, hip problems, have a really hard time walking, and anxiety. Okay. So there are mobility service animals that could possibly help you as far as your mobility goes. But again, you would need to get with a medical professional and get with a program to make sure you're getting the right fit and the best training. But yes, there are things like mobility service animals that could help you with that.
Just tell me to put my heart
Hi,
in
Mila.
a bag.
Bye, Christina.
Later.
Okay, we're just gonna...
Yeah, you can go bye-bye. 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 Typical fan. But wait, can I flash them? I'll flash them.
Yeah, go ahead, Austin.
Woo! Alright, bye-bye.
Do I just remove? Hang on, I gotta hide user on this channel. There we go. Now they should not be able to comment.
Can y'all believe we get stuff like that? Like, come on.
And I'm gonna remove the comment.
Come
Okay.
on.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, how disrespectful.
People.
One, I'm a married woman sitting next to my husband. Two, I have so much more respect for myself than to flash. If I'm gonna flash anybody, I'm gonna flash him. Sorry.
People.
Someone said shame for moving away from her. She doesn't have cuties.
They're not.
I don't have
100% matching, but they're pretty fucking.
What, our
pretty
tattoos?
close.
Our tattoos?
Yeah.
Our tattoos? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't turn my arm enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm Aries and she's a Libra.
We got these done together.
And we got them at the same time, yeah.
But I don't want to hear anything because, like, I've got, this is dedicated to him. So, moon of his life, I live by the sun. And then there's the sun and moon, and it's got our anniversary in it. And so he's got to he's got to get his done at some point. But, yeah, just saying. We're so adorable together.
What the fuck, no? Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You should have been like super chat and you get it and then like me like flip my shirt real quick.
Yeah, that'd
Bye,
be great.
people.
Sarah, I was diagnosed with dysautonomia on September 28th, 2017. There's actually a video on my channel of me going through the entire, they let me record the whole thing. And so there's a video of me getting diagnosed with dysautonomia and POTS and all of that. So I guess just go like type in some keywords in my video searches and try to find that video if you're interested in watching that. Yes, Catherine B. I hybrid. Thank you guys. Someone said I'm a tattoo artist. I love them.
Y'all the greatest.
That's my birthday.
Y'all just be the greatest.
Yeah, on the best thing I can tell you do is talk with a medical professional and try to get with maybe a service dog program and evaluate them. That's going to be your best answer because sadly the way it goes, it has to be like legitimate disabilities, and then it has to be not just that you're disabled, but there is something that the service animal can actually do to assist you. Your husband's a dork. It's funny. Yeah, he is. I love
I
it.
know.
Sarah's also an Aries. I'm a Libra. Y'all, it's September. I'm so
Team
excited.
Aries. Team Aries.
You know what's funny is that Libra and Aries are on the opposite sides.
Fire.
And but they're also like the what is it?
We can't get into that right now. That's like too.
Anyway, basically like
They're opposite sides, but they like.
basically with the Libra and Aries pairing, it can go really bad or it can go really, really good. And so they use them as like the example couple relationships, like with zodiac signs.
Yeah, according to the is there a sparkle in my eye?
It's probably from my dress
It's
that I
totally
was
from your
wearing
dress.
earlier. So it's apparently like the couple to be as far as zodiacs go is Libra and Aries because we're on the opposite sides, and even though there's so much that's different, there's so much that's similar, and it's like a balancing act, but it actually, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Like if you were to read into like the Aries and Libra's relationship, it makes a lot of sense, and it's definitely us. For sure, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We are doing good. How are you, Casey? Ava, with anxiety, the best thing I can say is try to get with the doctor, and if you are having trouble coping, there's always medications and stuff like that that can help.
Victoria, Virgo, your birthday's coming up.
Savannah's a team Libra. Oh my gosh, already 65 pounds. That's huge, Hannah.
Cause
Miss
a lot of
Ava's a
Libras.
Libra's. Ooh!
Aquarius, Scorpios.
This account got suspended for 2 years because there was a group of haters that swore up and down I was faking all of my medical problems and all of this, and they mass reported my channel and all together in one night, and the next day I had an email saying my channel had been suspended for spam. That was it, spam. And it was over all the mass reporting. Well, it took me 2 years, but I finally decided just to go through Google itself instead of going through YouTube. And the next day, Google reinstated my channel.
I helped.
He did. He kept pushing me to do it. And so the next day, Google reinstated my channel saying I never violated anything. They had
So another blam to all y'all's faces. I thought y'all were so cool and could shut us down.
yeah, That's
For
the
no
haters for
reason.
us.
For no reason.
But it came back that they said, and I think I've got screenshots of this like on my Instagram somewhere. But they came back and said that my channel never violated anything. So basically, my channel should have never been suspended. And it took me 2 years to get that. And I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? But I never did anything wrong. It was just people being people. But I'm happy I have it back. I'm so, so happy I have it back. Casey, what do you mean? What else do you guys need? What do you mean? Oh, Wendy. Yes, we're definitely back on YouTube. Aren't we? But this time it is so much better than ever. Like, I've actually got like a really good loving husband over here. Are you asking me if we need money? I'm not. What? I'm a little confused. I don't know. They said I don't understand what they're getting at. What else do you guys need? And then they said money. I'm not sure what.
I mean, everything helps. I'm not gonna like say no,
I'm.
but if you guys like, I was making a comment earlier about that person that mentioned flashing, and I was like, we should have just made the person super chat, and I flashed myself, and then delete. You remember that? I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Okay, you just be quiet.
Okay.
Just be quiet.
No, we're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
fine.
Thank
We're
you
fine.
though.
We are fine on money. Um, if anybody's wanting to do something, you guys, we have our baby registry. If you guys want to go on there, maybe pitch in and buy some stuff for the baby. I know a lot of you guys have been doing that. So if y'all are wanting to like contribute somehow or just like do something nice for the channel, you can always do that. And there's a video, you'll have to go to my videos and type in the search bar, like baby registry, and it should pull the video up. But that'll have the link to the baby registry. And if you guys want to do something like that and just be a part of, you know, everything that we're going to be getting for the baby, you can always do that. But no, we're doing good. We are doing really, really good. So. Okay, this person said, Google me and find out who I am. I will be back online tomorrow. Casey Devine. You want to Google him?
Much appreciated, Casey.
That cat had to be heard. Okay, one of the cats is in heat. She hasn't been fixed yet. She's just now 1. And she's driving me insane. I'm planning on getting her like fixed really, really soon. But I can't right now. Maya has the zoomies, is in running full speed all over the place on Casey Devine actor.
I was an extra in the Hunger Games, so I do have much props for the whole acting thing. Now I was trying to get my SAG card, and I had things come up, and I fell out of it. But I've loved it. I loved it. I miss it.
So is this like the real Casey Devine or like a fan Casey Devine? Because if this is like someone like
No,
popular,
he's on IMDb. I think I just found him.
why are you on my channel is what I'm wondering.
Is that? Ask him what movies he's been in.
What movies have you been in, Casey? Maxine, his current vest is from River Dog Gear. She has Facebook and I believe she has Etsy. But I think it might be easier for you to message her on Facebook. But it's River Dog Gear. Hannah, I kind of do feel like Maya has some Malinois in her just because just the way she looks and her high energy. I would not be surprised at all if she came back as a Malinois mix. Yes, yes, yes. I'm definitely going to get some more training videos out there. Yes, Savannah, I wanted to wait until Iris was a little older before getting her fixed. And Apollo is neutered. Maya's fixed. Because when I adopted Maya, they had already had her fixed. Max is fixed. Iris is the only one who isn't, but she's indoor. And she's just driving me crazy right now because she's in heat. Um, does my service dog have to pass a test to become a service dog? Basically, yes. So service animals usually go through 2 years of training, and so they have to go through all of their basic obedience. Okay, let me start from the beginning. They have to go through temperament evaluation to make sure that the dog has the correct temperament and personality to even start the training. There can be no aggression towards other animals, to other people, or anything. Then they have to start going, I guess, and then they have to start going through all of their basic obedience training. They have to go through all of that. They have to go through all of their public access training on how to behave in public. And then you do have to have a legal disability, like you do have to be disabled to have a service animal. And then the thing that makes the service animal after all of that training is the task training. So, what the service animal is able to do to help you with your disabilities. That is what makes a service animal, and all of that takes about 2 years to do.
He loves acting and doing extra work and hopes of becoming a full-time SAG actor. So
Sadly, I do not still have my
we're similar.
reptiles.
We're similar. I can relate.
Savannah, yeah, usually 6 months is a good time to get them fixed, but I like to let my animals mature a little more before getting them fixed because it is better for them. If you can wait, it helps all their hormones and all that testosterone, all of those hormones they need to grow and develop. Maya, leave her alone. It helps them with all of that. So, yeah, you can get them fixed at 6 months, but I prefer to wait because there are some good benefits from waiting a little longer. Yes, Maxine, my channel is down for almost 2 years, but this is the same exact channel, so yeah, going through the first heat cycle is really good. What is a normal age for service dogs to retire? It varies. I've seen dogs retire early. I've seen some dogs that worked until they were 10. It just depends on the dog. You know, just like people, as we age, some of us start getting, health issues. Some of us don't. Some of us, it takes longer. It's the same with dogs. Some dogs can last a lot longer without being arthritic or without, having any like medical issues, and they're just older. But then other dogs, may start having health issues earlier. And so it really just depends. There's no dead set guideline for when a service animal will retire. Yeah, my Iris is hissing because she keeps rubbing all over Maya because she's in heat, and I guess she thinks Maya has a cat wee wee and is going to help her. And so Maya thinks she's playing, and so Maya's trying to play with her. And then Iris thinks that like she's trying to get her, so Iris is just like wiggling her butt in the air and hissing and doing that cat in heat thing. But yeah, Iris is over here like, oh, you have a cat wee wee. Okay, yeah, come on. I'm gonna hiss and do all the things that female cats in heat do. And Maya's just over here like, I've got a vagina. I'm a dog. But are you playing with me? I'm 4 months old. I don't understand. So that's their relationship dynamic right now. My natural hair color is actually this. So I happen to dye it black a lot, but I have not dyed it black. This is full on my natural hair color. Hey, Hunt, you want to like turn your flashlight on so they see my hair a little better? You don't? Really? Okay. He doesn't want to. But yeah, it's really, 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 really dark brown. This is all natural hair color. So, yep. But I tend to like to dye it black, so I don't know. Caitlin, me and the baby are doing as good as we can be. We are definitely trying to get like my medical under control and all of that. But okay, I'm about to have to hop up. I'm about to have. I can't talk. I am about to have to hop off of here. So we will try to do another Q&A for all of your comments that I haven't been able to get to. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.